Hi humans, Large is back, and Fanny here. I'm just a Brazilian man who tries to create something here on YouTube. So if you're new here, please subscribe, and if you're not new here, please share this channel. I really need this channel to grow, so help me up. So today's video is about the trip to Montevideo. Yeah, Montevideo, the most safe city in South America, one of the most LGBTQA+ friendly city in the whole world, and it's all about that trip that I was going to make, and then I didn't, and then now I'm going to for Christmas and New Year's Eve. I'm so excited again. So I planned this trip some months before I was going to there. As a photographer, I was super excited to photograph the city and to photograph the people and everything. And the vaccination was going really well at the time in Uruguay. Unfortunately, here in Brazil, it wasn't that good. Now in Brazil, actually, it's already best than in a lot of people, in a lot of places, because in a lot of places there are more people not going to take the vaccines than here. Here, most of the people are willing to take the vaccine, so that's good. So, why I didn't go to that trip? The country, of course, the borders of any country was closed at that time, and it was reasonable because of COVID. And even to places like there where things were okay, things were going better, things were different than in places like here, it is a safe measure to prevent that the chaos won't come. But at that time, I decided to make this trip months before the date, because I called the embassy, I called the agents, the airline agents, to make sure how the country was preparing to COVID, was preparing for that specific date of the year, some months in the future. They were going to opening the borders of the country. I think most of the countries have already opened their borders. Now some places in Europe are closing it again because of the Omicron version of COVID. But let me tell you just something. I started searching about this variation of COVID. It's actually not that bad, but we are still studying it. Not we, but the scientists. People are still studying it. So let's brief a bit. Just keep making sure that you are safe, of course. But let's start before creating chaos again. So the country was about to open their borders, and I was super excited to go there because it was going to be my first trip ever outside my country. Actually, my first trip ever outside anywhere. Last month I went outside my city and it was super excited. Actually, I've gone to 2 different states. I'm going to do a video about the second state that I was, and it was a bit of a chaos, but I have some good stories and some good clothes like this one. I've never wore those kinds of shirts with, I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it in English, but those shirts that I don't know the name of it. But it's the first time that I'm wearing something like that, and I've never did it. So let's go back to the reason of the video. So, and in that time I was super excited and everything was planned. Of course, I was following all the COVID rules. Actually, I was in quarantine more than any person probably. I'm already the kind of person who doesn't like to go out, and I'm the kind of person who are worried a lot of the time, and I'm the kind of person who don't like a lot of parties and those things. So I was in quarantine even before COVID. So the quarantine was just another thing. So I was finally getting back to reality, and things were going better. Things were coming back to reality. I did took my vaccine, my first shot. I was about to take my second shot. But when I posted that video, a lot of people from Uruguay saw it, and I'm really thankful for that, because if it wasn't for that people, I would probably just miss the tickets to go there. Basically because of what? When I asked the embassy, when I called the airlines company, they told me the same thing, that the borders would be open to everyone, and I remember asking if the tourists were allowed to travel there, people who had different residences, I don't know, people from other countries would be allowed to go there, and they told me yes, everything's gonna be open. But after I posted that video, some people comment on the last video talking about that the borders would actually be still closed. The borders will only be open to people who have homes there. You didn't have to be a how can I say this word? A person who are from that country. You can be a tourist, but at least if you have a home, a address in that place, you need to have an address, a home that you bought in the country. And as I don't have that, I didn't go. And at that time I was kind of devastated. I remember spending a day a bit sick because I was sad. I was really sad because it was the first time that I was going to do something, like really doing something, and I was planning to do a lot of things there, not only traveling, and I was super excited, but I'm going to do all of it right now, and I think it's going to be even better. So after that, it was a whole trip to try to reschedule the tickets to another moment. After a lot of research, I knew that they were going to really open their borders in November last month, and they did it. But they did it by the plan, so everything's okay. I'm going to travel, and now let me talk about the trip that I'm going to make in 2 weeks. I'm excited. So, as I said in the last video, in 2 weeks I'm going to travel to Montevideo, which is one of the most amazing cities that I have ever searched about it. And at that time, it wasn't a city that I knew that I liked, but after searching, I loved it. And after all those months searching about it and watching videos of people traveling to there, I'm super excited to go there, and I hope you are too, because I'm going to post a lot of videos, and I hope you're here to watch. So I'm going in 2 weeks. I'm going to go there, and the 22nd of 20th. That's how it's said. 22nd. Is that 22nd or 22nd? 22nd of December, and I'm going to be back on the 1st of January, so it's going to be 9 days. I was going to be there for 14 days, but all those three, trying to reschedule the tickets, I had to like decrease the days there to 9, but still 9 days, that's freaking better. I've never thought that I would be like outside the country during Christmas and in a beautiful city. My city is awesome too. Not for Christmas. I think people here doesn't like Christmas that much, and I'm a Christmas person. I need Christmas. I'm even going to buy a pajama, like those kinds of pajama that people use on Christmas. Yeah, and I'm going there in 2 weeks, and I'm going to talk about something that I'm excited about. Not only the trip itself, not only the place itself, but I'm more excited now than I was in the past, because at that time I was like over excited about the trip, and now I'm really anxious about speaking in English, like not speaking English, speak Spanish. Sorry. I'm really excited to really speak Spanish with people who was born and learned Spanish since they were born. And I'm going to be there like speaking Spanish with people, and of course I want to find a cute guy to talk, and I'm super excited to do it in Spanish. And I don't know how to, I know Spanish, I know that I know, but when I think about, I feel so anxious. It's like when I was dating that guy, and we were doing, not dating, but we were talking, and he is from US, and one thing is to talk with a camera in English, but other thing is to do a phone call. I'm the worst person in a call, even in Portuguese, but to do a phone call in another language is something kind of exciting, because you need to think and talk at the same time. I don't know, but I'm feeling the same thing about this trip because I can't imagine being in an airport. I've never been inside an airport ever, and I really want to just go to the airport now to check, just to know the place before really going, because I'm a person who worries a lot. And actually that's a great idea of a vlog. I'm going to the airport before my trip because I'm super excited, and I'm super excited because I'm going to speak Spanish all day with people who really speak Spanish. I need to breathe. And I just want to say that I'm super happy, and I hope you'll be here. And if you know someone who would like to know about Montevideo, would like to know place to visit, this channel, it's not about traveling. I hope it will be one day, because now I don't have money to travel all the time, but I hope one day I will, and I will travel a lot, and you'll see it all. You'll see it all. I'm excited. So I hope you will be there with me and to share some experience. I know that I'm going to say a lot of things wrong in Spanish as I do in English, but it will be fun because I'm going to do that with people who really speak Spanish and in real life, and I'm going to record everything for you. I'm going to try to record at the airport, like asking for information in Spanish, and I'm so excited. I hope you'll be here. I think I'll see you in the next video. This video, it was only about to share my excitement. I didn't talk about the trip before. After I posted that video and I realized that I was going to travel at that time, I felt so embarrassing because of it, and I didn't want to talk about it again, and I was afraid that if I talked about it and it didn't happen, I was going to feel so ashamed. I know that's dumb, but that's how I felt. And thank you for being here, for supporting me. I hope I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to see more travels, more trips, there is always a link on this channel, on the description, a PayPal link where you can donate to support this channel. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to live proudly because you are fucking special. Bye. Woo! Bye.